Okay, so what we're doing today is fixing the cutting edge on the plow. It got really bad and I didn't even notice it, but it started to dig into the plow. So as you can see here, it's like the cutting edge, it goes up and then it kind of curves in. You can see the distance between there is pretty small, but then you look at this one and it's got a lot more meat on there. And so the ends were where it started to wear into the plow, which I didn't notice it, and I was just adjusting the feet on these, and I noticed that the cutting edge was getting really bad. So the cutting edges are actually really expensive. Well, not that expensive, but they're like $80. So I'm just gonna reuse this one. I'm just gonna flip it upside down, and it's got like a ton of meat. Where this side doesn't, I'm gonna use this side for the bottom. And then I'm gonna put the feet on and adjust them so the cutting edge isn't like totally on the ground. But I gotta get some new bolts. So this was one of the ones that was on the end. It's pretty worn into, and then the rest, and then that one broke, and like a bunch of them broke, because this is the nut on it. That's not the end of the bolt. That was an end of a bolt that looks like it got broke off. But I broke 6 out of the 9 bolts, so I only had 3 bolts that are working. So I have a bolt in my pocket right now, and I'm gonna go to TSC and I'm gonna get some new bolts, and I'm gonna get like stainless steel or galvanized bolts or something, and then I'm just gonna put this back on. But first, actually I did this with my actual plow. I used the wire wheel on the grinder, and I did the whole bottom of the plow here, and then on the other side, because it was rusty, I just wire wheeled it, and then I gave it a coat of spray paint. So that's what I'm going to do with the cutting edge. I know it's going to get worn off, but the underside that's actually touching the plow that's not going to get worn off, I'm going to do that, which is this side. Yeah, it's this side that I'm going to do, because if it's on there, yeah. So it is this side I'm doing. So I'm going to do that, then I'm going to spray paint it, then I'll be back. Well, and then I'll go to, actually I think I'm going to get them from Home Depot, because I'm also going to get some of the eave vent stuff to vent the eaves of the shed, and so I can get the bolts from Home Depot. So yeah, let's wire wheel this thing down, and I'll give it a quick coat of spray paint, and then I'll be back with you guys to bolt the thing on. So guys, I got that all wire wheeled, and so I spray painted it, and I gotta go to Home Depot and get the bolts, and I will be back to you once this thing's dry and I have the bolts. Also gotta charge my camera, because it seems to not like the first time being out in the cold, because it's about like 30 degrees out right now. So I got the plow painted up, and then I need bolts, and I got this thing all painted. So yeah, let's go. So guys, I've got some galvanized bolts, and I've got some nuts, and I'm gonna use my impact to put them on. So this is how the cutting edge turned out. So that's just the back side. I mean, I don't really care how it looks, but that much. But gotta get that put on. So let me get you guys set up, and we'll start to put We'll start to put the bolts in. So just gotta put the bolt through there, and put the bolt up through there, and then just take the lock nut And so since this is the first side, I'm not gonna tighten it down fully yet because I'm gonna put the other side on, then I can tighten down this, because I don't want it to like bend the end of the cutting edge or anything. Hold on. Alright. So, then, just get this side on. And then, just do the same process. For all 9 of the bolts. So, there we go. Got all of the bolts in. Now, I just gotta, put the plow back down and, bring the four-wheeler out and get that turned around and bring it back in here, hook the four-wheeler up. Basically all I gotta do here, I just gotta put the shoe on, and then I have a lock washer to put on there. Okay guys, so I thought I had a new lock washer, so I was just gonna see if I can get that, but I don't have a new one, so I'll just use the old one. Not a big deal. So I just gotta put this on here. And I need to see how good of a gap I have. I think that's definitely going to be too high, so I'm already just going to lower it a little bit. Okay, so I'll try it there. So now all I got to do is just lower the plow down, and then I'll see if I think it's good there or not. So I want a bit of a gap down on the bottom of the plow, which, as you can see, down there, that's way too big of a gap. So I've got to adjust it down quite a bit. So yeah, let me get it adjusted to where I'm gonna have it, and then I'll just show you guys because it might take me a little while. Because I've got the one side done. So it's probably got like a, I don't know, like a ½ inch gap maybe under there. Just enough to keep it off the ground a little bit, those will be pretty easy because this other shoe here, well, the shoe that's on there right now, the bolt that's down here to adjust the height of it is all the way down on there, and so it'll be easy on here because I just have to do it with this bolt like it is right here all the way down. Then I just gotta put the other bolt on the top and tighten it down. And that should be perfect right there. So yeah, it's the same process basically. So I'll just do that really quick. So here's what it looks like with the cutting edge all bolted on, and it's about 3/4 of an inch off the ground, which that's like perfect for at least right now, where the ground's not going to be frozen yet. Then I was also I put a bunch of grease in here because this wasn't working very good, and that's working quite a bit better. I also was fixing these up because those were frozen up. So yeah, that's what I was just doing for a little while, and I got that all good, and I think everything else is fine, and it's actually supposed to snow tomorrow. I don't know how much we're gonna get and if it's gonna be enough to plow or not, but I will have to see. And yeah, I think that's about it for today, guys, and I'll hopefully be making a plowing video. And if it's not gonna snow tomorrow, which is Monday, then I know for sure that it's gonna snow Tuesday, like it's supposed to snow quite a bit. So hopefully we get that so I can get some plowing in. But I'm glad I got this all fixed and got the new bolts for the cutting edge. I got that on and like flipped around so it's not wearing into my plow. Then the shoes, I don't know if I'll leave them there all winter or I'll bring them up a little bit, because I did adjust them better because my concrete pavers in here, they're not like that level, so I just took this 2x4 that I had laying around, I just laid it on the floor and put the plow down onto it like perfectly, and then I just measured it and did whatever, and then I got it all to 3/4 of an inch, which should be perfect for plowing. This year I actually have the shovel on here too, just in case if I get stuck, because that'd be way easier to dig out underneath my four-wheeler than with this shovel. So yeah, it's all ready for winter, and it's coming for sure. It's basically here. But this will be the end of the video, guys, and hopefully I will see you either tomorrow or whenever I'm plowing. So, bye.